the ult economy during that fight. I mean, the Diva Bomb used to push them off site after the Shatter coming in as well. It was really well played from both teams there.
Yeah, and we are going to see actually Thomas College. We had a brief gap here on our end, but Thomas College going to take that map 1 there. Getting that point a little bit unexpected after where we saw that team fight going off there. But starting off with round 2 here, we're going to see some composition switches as we switch to this map here. We usually always see Pepto play the Pharah here, as well as the Fairy. Rhino on the Wrecking Ball is another big pick as well.
Yeah, Rhino's really strong on Wrecking Ball on this map.
But it looks like, actually, oh, never mind. I think our UI might be flipped around here as I'm realizing it looks like SNHU got the point on map 1. That makes a lot more sense to me from what we saw before we dropped back out here. But getting ready for the point to come back up. Resnick going to go ahead and hack the Reaper. Not going to be too much coming out of that, though. It looks like his team is mostly disconnected from him, and Bookshelf able to take him out as he's just wide open on the flank. Rhino trying to go in, doesn't have quite enough speed to get the displacement he wants, and now getting chased down by that Winston. Going to go down as the rest of SNHU go down 1 by 1. Getting kicked out of his mech here, going to go down pretty soon right there. Getting knocked off the edge. Pepto looking to just continue poking from a distance. Thomas don't really have a great option to try and poke back at Pepto, but at the same time, outside of Biso, SNHU don't really have a good answer for Thomas's Pharah as well.
Yeah, I mean, we might see them switch to Echo here at some point in the map. The Pharah on... Okay. I mean...
Biso just has that, okay? And
Yeah.
Pepto is able to take down Valkyrie right after that, taking down that big air superiority combo. And the Barrage coming out there. The Nano Boost picking him up halfway, going to take out one of the tanks, going for the supports as well, taking out Breezy and Jay Gibby. Very, very nice multi-kill coming out there as Pepto gets control of the site. Getting to pick up some points for SNHU. Linking back up with his Mercy here. Looking at ultimates, Thomas College do have 4 ultimates on the board here, whereas SNHU are coming up on an EMP, which could potentially counterplay a lot of them if he uses it at just the right time. But right now, Thomas are just having a hard time getting ready to go in without just getting poked down by Pharah. They still don't really have a great answer to poke back. Now Kresnik just waiting for a good opportunity to use his EMP here, waiting for this full push. Pepto actually going to knock Breezy off the edge. The environment skill's huge, and that big EMP going to hit the entire team coming out there. Coming through as well, just going to go down 1 by 1. 3 quick kills, and the rest are starting to go down. A very, very nice ultimate play there from SNHU. Going to just hold that perfectly. Continue to start building up some points.
Yeah, I mean, we see these, like, just really good ultimates from Kresnik. He's really good at flanking and getting behind them. As we see right here, I mean, he's just sneaking behind enemy lines.
We're going to see a very interesting switch here as Thomas College is going to swap over to the Roadhog and the Sigma together. Kresnik is looking to do some damage to the back line. Pick off some of those airborne players before they get up there. Not going to be able to accomplish that, but teleporting back onto his side of the field. Not going to be in too much danger. Anyway, Prince and Pepto on the point along with Dargo. Trying to hold this, trying to stop this contest as Rhino comes in as well. That Death Blossom coming out is going to make quick work of Pepto and Prince, but Biso will end up taking him down afterwards. Trading him out, but that's a lot of value to lose for one Reaper. And now Dargo and Rhino are kind of getting swarmed by all of Thomas here. They're still holding on though. Rhino with the minefield is able to take down Breezy.
There's 10% left before overtime here if they touch the point.
Rhino found 2 more. Rhino just jumping. I'm not sure if that was an intentional reset or not, but looking for this last player on point here. This overtime ticking down halfway. This Roadhog going to be able to get on point, going to be able to touch, going to be able to contest. Now the rest of Thomas slowly able to trickle in now. That Diva Bomb's not going to be able to cover the whole point, but he's sending it out towards their spawn. Not going to find anyone with it here, but Pepto and Biso holding ground on the point here. That EMP will hit the Wrecking Ball there, force him out of ball form, make him a lot more vulnerable, and the timer's going to tick down. SNHU are going to take map 1 and end up being, knocking Thomas just a little bit off of their throne so far. First map that they've dropped all season.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe not first map. They could have gone, like, 2-1 and
no, they did not drop a single.
They haven't dropped
Neither
a
of these
single
teams
map.
have dropped a single map until now.
Oh.
And Thomas just dropping their first map here, but So you know, a brief undefeated streak, like a minor undefeated streak taken out here. But what really matters is that final scoreline, right?
Right.
You know, you drop a map, so what? This is going to be a close set anyway. We know that.
They can still win these next 3 games or 3 maps, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is a best of 5, so this is absolutely, you know, very likely to go down to the wire if Thomas are, you know, live up to that scoreline there, and SNHU continue to play like this. I would not be surprised at all to just see it continue to go and go and go. But that was map 1 there. SNHU gonna grab that first point. We're gonna take a quick break as we wait to get in map 2. We'll see you in just a second. Welcome back as we get into Hollywood here, starting off with map 2 after a, you know, closer than the scoreline would show you map 1. Despite the fact that SNHU took the first 2 rounds there, they were close rounds. Thomas was pretty much flipping back and forth on the points in that first round there. So coming into this, I'm expecting a very close match here, especially on Hollywood. There's really a great opportunity for both teams to really counterplay each other here, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, 3-point, it's a lot different than King of the Hill there that we saw last time. So, or this is just payload, so.
This is hybrid, so they're going to have to try and, you know, capture the first point here and then push the cart all the way down to the end. This first point, we've seen plenty of games that just end here at the first point. This point is not, you know, the hardest to hold, like, out of all of these maps here. You can definitely hold this first point. But I think what's really going to set these teams apart is how they play the second point. Because there's so much high ground and verticality to work with here that you can really play it in different ways depending on your team composition. And it's going to be all about adapting to where the other team are, how vertical their play is, and how much you can get out of the verticality.
Right. I mean, using that terrain to your advantage. Oh, we're going to see Pepto with this sneaky corner here again. We've seen him do it before. See if it works out here.
Let's see if they've done their homework. See if they know to check this corner here. And it looks like they did just for a second. Pepto going to jump out of there. He's a little bit scared off by them, getting ready to meet them back up at the high ground. Thomas College do have control up there. As that Kresnik's turret's going to be just applying some passive damage to Thomas throughout this entire time they're here on the point. And this Roadhog's actually still in the game here, pushing up onto this point. Hooking Kresnik. Going to force him to pop his armor there, getting some extra health to survive that. Rhino and Bisa going to find 2 quick kills, taking out that Roadhog and the Cassidy coming through. That Immortality Field forced out, going down. Rhino diving the backline, takes out Breezy. 3 players left for Thomas still in the game as the rest of their team trickles in. And Pepto just starting to pick him off, taking out Jay Gibby, who we're seeing still on the Reaper here. SNHU with a very, very nice first hold there, and Pepto not getting that corner play that he really wanted, but still.
He's going to try it again.
Yeah, still a lot of good picks there. We'll see if they check this corner again, whether or not they expect him to be there. It doesn't look. Oh,
they see him.
Yeah, that Brigida did spot him, starting to knock him around here. That pulse bomb does go out, does stick to the Cassidy, takes out Bookshelf. Pepto will go down, but Kresnik going to take out the Sigma and Roadhog. The entire front line for Thomas down at once, and taking on 2 more, J. Gibby as well. Rhino and Kresnik just finishing up the remaining players here as they're doing a fantastic job at this hold. And they've got some great ultimates for this next push. This Molten Core as well as the Minefield are going to be awesome to hold.
Yeah, they just took advantage of that opening that Pepto provided the team. I mean, it was just so much disruption on top of one of their DPSs just dying. Might see a minefield here from Rhino going into this,
this
tiny
is huge.
hole. No way.
He does get stunned in there, and they're just moving over to the next building, but they are super separated and out of position here as SNHU continue to force them away. That charge missing, not going to hit anything right. Will kill Pepto, but Rhino going to take him down, avenging his teammate as Ray goes in to find the rest of the team here. Kresnik going to do it and take out Bookshelf. Just finding these picks as Thomas College are separated, forced apart by SNHU from that Molten Core and the Minefield. They're super, super good usage of those ultimates to really disrupt that push.
Right.
Even if they didn't get like a full team kill there, that was still great play at disrupting that.
Yeah, I feel like Minefield needs the knock-up to go part and part with it for it to find its full effect, but it definitely denied a lot of space there and options from Thomas College, where their whole plan was going through that thing. Looks like they're going to push on to point here.
That's a big flux, grabbing 3 people there. Do a lot of damage coming out as Rhino and Pepto are starting to fight on the back line here. That Baptiste window going to go up, get some extra damage going out. Kresnik going to get a kill on Breezy, taking out that support. Right, taking out Biso, trading support for support. As Kresnik goes down, Thomas starting to pull ahead in this fight. Pepto not able to recall for very much health as they're just fighting to get these last few picks to finish off the remaining players. Pepto going to go down, Rhino hopping in. Taking a lot of damage, though, getting stunned and going down. It looks like Thomas College might be able to get control of this point here with only Dargo and Prince left to contest, having to just throw their lives away to stop this cart from moving. Thomas College will get control, and they're going to go ahead and start pushing the payload.
They got 2 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock here. They're going to have a lot of time to work with. But it looks like SNHU kind of has a composition here to play from a really vertical position. Soldier and Zenyatta play really well from up on here, and I mean Wrecking Ball can easily get back up there and drop down whenever he wants. Just a lot of disruption in general.
Yeah, and don't sleep on that Baptiste gun doing damage from a range. That is way more potent than you might think, and especially with a lot of those, with your tanks in there, popping them up, knocking those shields away. Rhino getting that health kit, going to be able to escape, stay alive.
Right, and Baptiste also has those boots to jump up, so.
They're all grouped up here in this alleyway. Not an opportunity for them to push the cart right now, but just looking to try and find an opening in SNHU's guard. Pushing through, Pepto going for this support, got left behind, not up on the elevator. Looks like they will take out Breezy with the help of Rhino. Now going up to the high ground, there is a pulse bomb up here ready, but the rest of the team are dropping down now. That Diva getting demeched. This pulse bomb going to go out as soon as Pepto finds a good flank target. He's going to keep harassing this Reinhardt for as long as possible. The rest of the team shows up, takes him out. He's not going to get that pulse bomb out. He's going to go down. And that Diva is going to go ahead and start building up mech percentage here. Almost dead, but hanging on by a thread. Thomas have got a few ultimates to work with here. Kresnik going to go ahead and pop the visor here, looking for an opportunity to get someone at range. Looking for that Diva who's playing behind there, flushing her out with the rockets, taking her out. As Thomas starts to try and convert and take onto the high ground here. That Baptiste window come up is going to make very, very short work of them if they stand right there. That Reaper coming in with the Death Blossom is going to do some damage, but not enough with that Immortality Field coming up. And that Transcendence coming out. Dargo is going to take him out, and with Raid down, Thomas have no front line. They're going to have to back out.
Yeah, I mean, that Immortality Field just ensured no one would die, and then, I mean, the Transcendence just healed them back up to full. That was really good synergy there, especially against the Engage that was the Reaper. He was kind of left in the dark there by his team after he went in.
I'm a little bit concerned about Thomas's composition here. They look to just want to try and use this shield to block this damage from the high ground and grab the point here, but this Flux coming out in just a second here from Dargo, if he chooses, could really, really just disrupt their entire team. As he goes up now, that Flux is going to hit almost the entire team. The rest of them getting out. He's going to get the tanks for sure. And that Diva Bomb is going to force players to play back. But Kresnik taking out Raid and looking for the rest of them as well. They're just staying on the high ground. They're not going to drop down to contest the cart. Thomas College are out of time. They have to stick on the cart or lose right now, and they're taking them out one by one.
The visor coming out from Kresnik.
They're going to contest the cart once they start getting to the end of the line here, pushing them back off of the high ground. Just looking for these last few players who are being very, very nimble on this cart. Rhino coming down to try and contest. Presently does take down Jay Gibby, but Rhino is getting torn up down there. Pepto, not
That's
a lot
a
of
pulse
health left,
bomb.
but will get a pulse bomb. Only going to take out the Reinhardt there, but trying to stay on this cart for as long as possible to allow his time more opportunity to trickle in here. This is right up on the line here. Pepto just getting withered down right now, staying
He has
alive.
the immortality field.
Yeah, his team is keeping him alive here. They showed up in time. He's just a happy feet right now, staying alive as the team show up to wipe the rest of them off the cart. Just Jay Gibby left. He goes down, and that overtime is going to tick down Thomas College. I'd say that was a nice push. They did run out of time there. They didn't get to the second point, but they got right up to it. So it's basically the same as getting the second point, right?
Yeah.
SNHU are going to have to try and push the cart further than that coming out here. And I'm interested to see how SNHU approach this first point here, because it seems to be really easy to wall people off there.
I like these nicknames we've given Pepto here. Happy Feet, Nuisance.
For a tracer, those are all perfect. I
Yeah.
think.
I think so too.
Coming out of this first point and onto the second point here, where you have to push the payload through this town. I'm a little unsure as to why Thomas didn't run more of a dive composition with something like a Winston. They had the Diva, but they weren't really trying to contest the high ground. They were just looking to try and weather the storm and push through it. I think we'll likely see SNHU. I mean, we already see them playing the Winston to try and get control of the high ground on this first point, which I like a lot more than trying to run the Roadhog.
Yeah, we saw like 2 shotguns, I think. We saw the Roadhog and we saw
And
the
the
Reaper.
Yeah.
So it was really hard for them to even touch the people on the high ground there. But now we see SNHU coming out with a Echo who can easily just, get back up to the high ground, shoot people up there, and harass them. Winston as well to dive them up there. I mean, they all have
and Diva.
they all have some kind of way to get up there. This first point, they're not going to need it that much, but it's definitely going to help.
I mean, this high ground here is really important too. So we see them play dive here a lot, just to try and control this middle platform here, where they really just can just rain down on the people down on the point.
Right.
Looks like they're taking a second before they actually decide to go in here, waiting to get the flanks coming through. Kresnik on the tracer this time.
Denying some space here, forcing Diva to just step down from this high ground here. He does not want the Thomas College to be up here.
Yeah, and now Pepto going in on the back line, taking out that Mercy so fast and going for the Ash as well. Kresnik getting 2 kills before he goes down, and Jay Gibby and Reed will find 2 as well, taking out Rhino and Kresnik. But that was the advanced team coming out here as the rest of SNHU's front line begin to move up. And look at this flank coming out here. The Diva on one side and the Echo Mercy on the other. Biso just looking to hit anyone that's trying to look both ways here, taking out 2 of them, as SNHU already have a pip on this cart, starting to build up even more. Thomas College will begin to come in and trickle, and we see the rally coming out. But Pepto going to find a nice triple kill there. Looks like they will get control of this first point very, very fast.
Yeah, that was such a fast push there. I mean, they just had the flank and they controlled the space just, really well.
I want to see if Thomas try and play the high ground here. Pepto finding bush shelf already. It looks like they are trying to get to the high ground here, but SNHU are already on it, getting control of this very, very early.
Yeah, we're seeing it again. I mean, just people going ahead to try to secure space so that they can't get the optimal, advantageous positions that they want to be in. It's working really well for them. As we can see, they're just dropping left and right as they're pushing their payload. Not 3 people on it, but we got 1 that's still moving.
Oh, and they are up on the high ground here, the 2 tanks, but there's a big pulse bomb right there. Going to go ahead and take out Riot and do a lot of damage to Diva. Going to demech her there. As Pepto continuing to just poke away as much as possible. We're going to take out that Diva, takes her out. This cart, Biso just anchoring on the cart, pushing it up as he comes around the corner to get some health out. Rhino will pop the Primal Rage there just to push them back even more. So much disruption coming out.
Now that they've pushed them into their spawn, they're going to try to push the payload as fast as they can to this point here.
Dargo going to send the Diva Bomb out, going right behind that Reinhardt shield, going to force them to back up a bit. And now Pepto in there with the duplication, just holding this as long as possible. He's going to get forced out and just jump right off. as Thomas begin to flood out and get onto the point here. We're going to see that Earth Shatter come out, not going to hit anyone, but that Baptiste window as well trying to help. Dargo will take down Breezy, a big pick on the support there, but Pepto goes down in return. Bookshelf finding another kill on Dargo. It looks like SNHU are going to have to try and pull back without getting staggered too hard here.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of staggered here. I mean, they have 3 people still on the map right now. But, I mean, that's where they should be right now. Kresnik just, being in a disrupting space right now.
Kresnik just waiting for the rest of his team to show up here, and they have 3 minutes to push the cart still. They is right up on the finish line here. This is dangerous for Thomas. They have only really got 1 team fight left in them, and if SNHU can finish it up cleanly, it's going to be rough. And considering that Biso just picked up Nano Boost, this could be very, very tough to come out here, especially if Pepto can secure an advance pick. This Nano Monkey's going to make very quick work of them unless they can come up with something quick. And there goes the Rhino going in with the Nano Boost. Pepto finding a pick on Bookshelf here. This Rhino just puts out so much passive damage with his gun. Biso finding Jay Gibby. Kresnik going in with the Pulse Bomb. Not going to find anyone with it, but Pepto will find one along with Kresnik. That Diva Bomb going up high is going to take out Pepto. But only 2 players left on the point right now. That Immortality being forced out. Bookshelf trickling back in just in time, but that Diva getting DMEC. Bookshelf going down. Just 1 player left to take out here before they can push the cart. But Thomas College are starting to trickle in. Another player coming out here just a second. Valkyrie not able to get there in time to contest, and that's going to be map 2 going to SNHU.
Very strong push there from SNHU.
Yeah, just very, very dominant play coming out from SNHU there as they take the first point super fast and they take the second point, even faster.
Oh, this must be that Reaper push? No. This is right at the end here.
Whew. Nice air shot there, taking down Breezy as well, and the Transcendent's going to do a lot of healing. I see why that's play of the game.
Yeah.
And looking at ultimates like that, I feel like SNHU did such a great job at not only building their team around their ultimate compositions, like making sure they have good ultimates always, but just building their heroes around each other and on the map. I'm really unsure as to the composition with the Roadhog, the Reaper. Really running the Reinhardt super hard on this map. It's just not a great map for that with how vertical it is. You just can't contest the high ground really
They restrict
at all.
their range a lot with those characters.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's part of the reason SNHU could just abuse the high ground so well. And they made a really good point to just make sure they did not even get the chance to get there. We saw even first point where Kresnik made it immediately to Cafe. I mean, I heard his call. I'm in Cafe, right? They pushed Diva off like maybe 3 times, and then Dargo was able to come in, secure that high ground, and I mean, it was a very decisive push from there. So,
absolutely, yeah. Super nice play there on Hollywood. Definitely a lot of practice going in on that map to see something like that. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready for map 3, which will be Junkertown, something we haven't seen too much, so get ready for that. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Hello and welcome back to Junkertown, getting ready on map 3 here. What was looking to be a clash of the Titans here, coming from 2 teams, neither of which have dropped a single map so far in this season. I'd say SNHU are coming, into this pretty hot. They've been doing great so far.
Thomas has dropped 2 maps, I know, so far.
Right here.
Right here.
SNHU taking those 2 maps by force, just ripping them out of Thomas's hands, coming out here. This is a map we don't see too often here, and I'm not entirely sure, you know, not having seen this team, SNHU, play too much on this map, it's hard for me to say exactly how comfortable they'll be here compared to maybe something like Thomas. And Thomas is going to start running something like Winston, which is something we wanted to see. However, seeing another interesting pick in there. Okay, he was on Bastion for a second. I saw that bookshelf.
I was excited for a battleship.
Yeah.
I was excited.
But the Widowmaker here is very common. Seeing snipers here, especially with how open this map is, you're going to see that a lot. And what we're really looking to see here is for this Widowmaker to get some big picks to let their team push forward.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see this map a lot. And she is opening up with, you know, this really big sight line.
Looks like they're jumping right in, diving through. This Reaper getting forward very fast. Dargo will take down Raid right away. Bookshelf going to swap back over to Soldier after not getting an opening pick. Understandable there, but Jay Gibby pushing through. Will take down Kresnik. He has an Orb of Discord on him, but just not going down. Dargo continuing to just put more pressure on from up high as Rhino trying to hold forward. Jay Gibby just not dying here. He's just on the brink of death, but staying alive constantly. And now Pepto, singled out, will go down as Raid and Jay Gibby jump on him, taking him out. The rest of the SNHU are starting to get back. Reinforcements coming in to replenish, but not contesting the cart at the moment. Dargo will take down Raid, Crescent taking down Jay Gibby. That's a big frontline force down for Thomas College, and that Flux is going to go ahead and get one, taking out that Lucio. Dropping him down. He's very, very weak right now. Not dead yet, though. Healing back up. Already putting that shield out, just looking to help out Pepto in that fight. Taking out Bookshelf. But this card's getting right up on the line here. Transcendence coming out. This is a very scrappy team fight. Pepto does find 2. Kresnik going down. Thomas looking to try and get back in time, but they have plenty of time to work with 2.5 minutes left, and they are right up on the line.
Yeah, I mean, this map is just a mess. It's a battlefield. It's all-out war here. And pushing up to that point was no problem. Pepto's going to take a duel here with Bookshelf.
That's a lot of information coming out there. They know exactly where they are, and this Dragon Arrow is in just the right spot, but they're going to push right through it. Pepto going down after. Dargo looking to try and hold, taking out that Diva, but Bookshelf popping the visor, finds 2, looking for a third. As Raid jumps through, Spoiled Milk taking out Rhino, but looks like SNHU are just going down one by one. Kresnik hanging on, but will go down. Thomas College are going to get the first point here with 4.5 minutes left on the clock.
I think they defense matrix the Dragon Arrow there. I didn't see it come out.
I think that is what happened there. Very, very aware play.
Yeah. I mean, they probably predicted that. They saw that they were all revealed and made sure to have that defense matrix up just in case that he did throw that arrow. Looks like
he demeched him there. Dargo getting popped out. Going to go ahead and just back off now. As SNHU are looking to try and just get out of their spawn and onto the high ground here. Raid jumping in. Does have Primal Rage ready. Look to hop down. This Immortality Field coming out. He got melted. Biso taking him out. Jay Gibby coming through. We'll take down Dargo with the Death Blossom there, but Rhino.
How did he die so fast?
Take him out. I'm not sure. Just everyone shooting him at once, it looked like.
Oh, he was probably Discord Orb too.
Rhino and Krez now with their ultimates ready. 2 very good defensive ultimates here to try and push back Thomas College. They do have a sound barrier on deck, but nothing too close quite yet, whereas SNHU are coming up on another Transcendence, another Baptiste window. It's going to make it really, really nice for this next hold here. As Pepto is on the hunt right now, just looking to build up that percentage, getting that information, knows where they're coming from. As they get funneled through this choke point here, this is a big opportunity for SNHU to try and take them out now that they know they're coming through here.
Big pulse bomb coming up here probably.
And it could be a big pulse bomb if he throws it out here, but SNHU not popping any ultimates yet. We're going to see Transcendence come out as well as the Immortality Field pulse bomb coming out. Not going to find anything as the Baptiste window and the Molten Core come open. Jay Gibby takes down Kresnik in a one-on-one duel, and Dargon looking to try and catch Bookshelf with Pepto, but not going to find him here. Dargon going to pop that Diva Bomb, see if he can get anything here. Will find 2, taking down Raid and Spoiled Milk, but it's just him on the point now. How long can he possibly survive here? As he gets demeched, popping out. Will SNHU be able to trickle back in time?
He wasn't able to touch it.
SNHU are not going to be able to get back in time as Thomas College are going to go and take point 2 and still have 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock.
That's a lot of time to push this very short kind of push here. The last part of the map. It's just around the corner here.
Yeah, but the advantage the defenders have here is they can sit right exactly where they are. The cart has to go around this bend. So these defenders can just root themselves in place and try and hold there.
It looks like Pepto's trying to cover the flank here.
Reaper going in. Very nice communication. They're going in on him instantly. He's going to be going into ghost form, hopping out of there. 3 quick kills from SNHU. Taking out Krez, Rhino, and Prince. That's a big frontline dent in SNHU's defense. As Thomas College are also getting control of the high ground here. Dargo getting pushed back. Thomas just came out swinging on this one. They're playing it so well right now, and SNHU are struggling to really just get control of their defense here. As they push up on the final point here, Thomas College have 3 ultimates to work with here, and this Reaper hopping right in with the Death Blossom at the same time. They're going to get around the corner to avoid it. Pepto taking down Spoiled Milk, Kresnik finding Bookshelf, but they're trading back and forth as Rhino and Prince go down. This map has been scrappy entirely so far. It looks like SNHU might be able to hold this point here, but it's very, very close as Jay Gibby takes down Biso and Pepto. A big play there, and now the rest of SNHU are getting whittled away by this Primal Rage, and Rhino coming through just to disrupt them. This is a scramble right now, and that Diva Bomb coming out, dropping down, not going to find anyone, but Rhino will find Raid. Bookshelf finding 2, Jay Gibby finding 1 as SNHU starting to go down. 3 players down. Kresnik going to swap over to the Reaper. Stargo gets demeched here. Rhino still just swinging around, trying to hold this point for as long as possible. Bookshelf is doing work, taking out Dargo. Rhino going down to that Moira ultimate as well, but Kresnik is on point contesting. Pepto comes in. This is a very, very long hold coming out here with Spoiled Milk and Jay Gibby. You're going to find 2 kills on Biso Kresnik. Prince goes down, Pepto goes down. It looks like Thomas College will get it as they finally cross the finish line. I need to breathe for a second.
Yeah. That was such a crazy push there. I mean, we saw... I was just laughing at the fact that I saw Raid go Primal Rage on Kresnik for like half of that team fight there. Just keeping he used all his armor around him. It was a very long time of harassment there. And a very long scramble for the last push that Thomas College needed to take this first round 3 points.
Yeah,
So,
this is a super nice scoreline coming out of this first round, and they still have a minute 43 banked on the clock, just in case SNHU make it all the way. This looks like, this could be Thomas College's map. They had an amazing performance here right now.
this could be the first map that SNHU gets taken from them.
But let's see here. As SNHU get ready for their attacking side, we'll see if they just push straight through as much as Thomas work, because right now SNHU just need to get through faster. Try and get some more time for this next round if they go all the way. But Thomas right now, looking at their defense, we're seeing a very similar team composition to what SNHU were running. I think almost identical. But SNHU are running a little bit of a different team composition here. They're not running the Reaper. They're not going to run the Moira that we saw from either of from Thomas's attack. Pepto hovered Genji for a second. I saw that. I think this is just the map where people bait commentators and the audience into hoping they play a cool hero.
Yeah, like Bastion.
Like Bastion. Yeah. Rhino coming in, just knocking him off of the high ground here, trying to contest for this, trying to harass them as much as possible with the help of Pepto. Going in now, just trying to, if someone gets knocked down here, it's very, very bad for them, but unfortunately not at that angle. Looking to knock someone off into his team there. Rhino will go down. Going to give Thomas a second to just regroup and get their defense back up, get back into position, while SNHU look to back off here. Kresnik on Tracer, looking to go for this defense, does get, or go for the flank, but does get spotted. Getting sent off and now just poked at. They get healed back up here. They're keeping a close eye on Jay Gibby here. They don't want to let him get away with too much, and he's been, I'd say, getting away with too much this entire time.
Yeah. Thomas has a really strong foothold right here.
Yeah, he is super aware of his positioning and knows exactly how far he can extend and be perfectly safe. There are so many times where it looks like he's about to die, but he just stays alive because he knows that his supports can save him where he is. It's just very, very confident play with his team. And that Baptiste window coming up is going to try and get some high ground on the cart, but pushing them back right away. Another Baptiste window coming up from SNHU to catch anyone on the ground as Rhino and Prince find 2 kills, pushing anyone back. Rhino getting pushed back, but that Sigma will go down, and this Lucio going down as well. Thomas College looking to try and get back here as fast as possible. It's going to be very close as to whether or not they can make it, and I don't think they will.
I think we have Kresnik just kind of, making sure that no one can push up to the point right now.
They're doing a really good job at spotting him out on these flanks, though, which, a Tracer's there. It makes you a little bit scared, but you know that she's there, so you're not going to let her come in and kill you.
Yeah.
But with a pulse bomb ready, this could be a good opportunity here. Coming in on Bookshelf, that will not find him. Looking to try and fight him on a 1v1 now, but the rest of his team's coming over. Going to pick up that health kit, try and get out, but Kresnik in a very rough situation here as Rhino comes in up onto the high ground, has a minefield ready. He's going to get the knock up there, popping him up. Not going to use the mines yet, but Biso popping Transcendence to keep his team alive. That Flux coming out is going to be almost completely negated by that Transcendence. Soldier popping a tactical visor there. Only going to get the Immortality Field as he gets taken out. Minefield going to force them off the high ground there, as now they're fighting them one-on-one down here. Rhino finding the Sigma with the Minefield, and Prince taking down Jay Gibby as well. A very big pick going for this Bongo here. Not going to let them get that damage boost, but will go down in the process. Dargo going for a Flux as well. Finding that Baptiste will take him out after getting that Immortality Field. The Lucio going down as well. No more healing left for Thomas College as they get pushed back, and Kresnik now looking to try and secure this flank. A very nice attack on the second point here from SNHU. And it looks like Thomas College might try and play for the contest here as the Sigma comes up with the Reaper. Catching Bookshelf on the flank here, gets blown up. Kresnik going down right away before he can recall. And now Dargo getting melted as well. Going to try and get that shield up in time, but will go down to Jay Gibby as Rhino coming in. That Immortality Field is going to keep them alive, and he goes down as well. Prince out of position here. Gets taken out again by Bookshelf. Thomas just pushing back so hard into SNHU.
Yeah, they're really putting up a fight here right towards the end, kind of like SNHU did last time.
Yeah, they absolutely want to hold on to this second point here. SNHU have been pushing too fast. They don't want to let this continue on. And they're doing a great job at taking control of the high ground and the low ground at the same time here. Forcing them, flushing them off of the high ground onto the low ground into kill zones and things like that. Like, they're super great play around the environment here.
Yeah, and we see that all the time here from Rhino. But it looks like Raid and Cargo Tokens are doing a really good job of kind of keeping the high ground safe.
The Dragon Arrow coming in,
out.
forcing them down. Looking for an opportunity here as this Baptiste window comes up. A lot of damage mitigation coming out from Thomas College here. We're going to see them drop their own window. Jay Gibby with a Death Blossom ready. Likely going to find a good opportunity to use that as Rhino just holding on to this cart here. Staying low. Being forced to back off here, but Kresnik is on the flank. This Transcendence coming out is going to give SNHU an opportunity to push up forward. We see a Flux come out right as the Transcendence goes down. He's going to take a lot of damage off of that, as well as Pepto is getting poked down as they get run down right now. The Immortality for them to come down is going to help keep them alive. The Rhino taking it out. That Minefield coming out as well. Jay Gibby finding Rhino. Pepto trading out with Bookshelf. Kresnik goes down, just taking each other out one by one. A super scrappy fight here for the cart, looking to try and find that shield coming out. Just the right time to stop that stun. A Death Blossom coming out. Going to take down Pepto with that. Not going to find Dargo, but he does have a Flux ready if he needs an escape quick. Not going to pop it. Going to hold on to it as Valkyrie takes him down. And now Prince and Biso. Biso potentially dangerously staggered here if they continue to push him down. I think he knows just how much damage he can do, but they're just going to run at him, take him out. So we're going to have to completely regroup here, and Thomas College just did a great job at burning a ton of time. SNHU here, looking at 3 ultimates to work with. Thomas, meanwhile, going to have two very defensive ultimates here. This Baptiste window is really going to force SNHU to push back, or to fall back. This Kresnik coming up on this flank here. Doesn't have a pulse bomb ready, but can try and harass them, try and draw some attention here. SNHU working with a lot of ults in the bank right now. And that Flux coming out will catch the Sigma in the window at the same time. Looking to catch him out. That Dragon Arrow right on target will find 2, 3. Pepto with a very, very nice shot there. And Rhino coming in to finish him off. Takes out Spoiled Milk. Reed goes down. It's just Jay Gibby left to contest. He goes into Wraith mode, but goes down right after. SNHU going to push up. Going to get this second point with 5 seconds left on the clock. They finally came through and got it after a super nice hold from Thomas.
Very close push there. They're going to need to push this as fast as they can to get as much time into this third round here.
Absolutely. They already are working off the bat with less time than Thomas has. And that slam down is not going to find any big displacements there. As SNHU look to try and take the high ground as fast as possible. That Immortality Field coming out to keep them alive. Pepto will find Bookshelf, forcing them back. That knockup still not going to find anything, but going in. Kresnik finds 2 with the Pulse Bomb, taking on Valkyrie right after. Pepto finding another. A big kill, almost a team wipe as SNHU start to push through. But they're very much limited by the speed of the cart right now. 50 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be tough if it goes down to overtime.
Yeah, having the cart pushing this slow is going to be really... I mean, they're going to take their choke point up back towards the end of the point here.
Kresnik gets a big pick on Jay Gibby right away, taking out that Reaper. He's been playing super offensively and really holding the front line for Thomas College here. So him going down, he is back up already, and SNHU starting to get contested. Aren't going to be able to do too much here. Flux will find Dargo. But Pepto taking out Bookshelf as well. A slam coming through as well as the Dragon Arrow. The Immortality Field will stay up. Dargo going to take it down. As Thomas College back off to the side here, they're being forced to contest right now. Rhino finding Valkyrie, going to be less healing for Thomas College as Kresnik also finds the Sigma. Pepto finding the Baptiste. They're getting taken out one by one. Jay Gibby trying his hardest to stay alive here as Raid goes down. SNHU are going to start pushing the card up, and they will get it with a minute left on the clock, given back to them as they finish off this round.
Getting as much time as they can because they're going to need it going against Thomas College here in the third round. It was very close, both these rounds. I mean, Thomas College, something about this Junkyard map, just, they pushed it really well, and they're playing really good this map.
Yeah, absolutely. SNHU have got a minute to work with here, and they need to push through this first point. This is going to be super tight for them. Thomas College almost have 3 minutes to make the same distance they do. This is a big uphill battle for SNHU. Going to be right down to the wire for sure.
They get time back for pushing this first point, right?
I don't believe they do. After
so they're going to be working on overtime this whole time.
I think so.
That's going to be a really tight squeeze to get as much distance as they can here. Just one pick might, put the nail in the coffin here for SNHU's push. So.
Looking at Thomas College, they're just going to try as hard as possible to hold this spot right here. And it looks like SNHU aren't going to try and go for any, right off the bat Widowmaker picks or anything like that. Pepto tends to just kind of run the Hanzo the entire time. And they don't really want to, it seems like they don't really want to waste time trying to do that when they have so little time to work with. Coming out here, getting ready for this encounter. Going to be, if SNHU are able to take this team fight here and win it fast, and they're able to get up to the first point, that is absolutely huge for them here. But Thomas College just needs to stall them a little bit, and they're pretty much doomed to overtime.
They're making a really solid push right now. They're trying to stay alive as long as they can here.
They pushed them off of the high ground, and Thomas College are holding this corner as hard as possible. As SNHU start to push up here. No one quite close to dead yet, just poking each other. The Immortality Field will be forced out from SNHU first, as Jay Gibby looking to go on the flank there, take out some other players. And Pole not going to catch anyone, but that Baptiste window coming up very fast. SNHU only 60% towards theirs. Going to really force SNHU off the cart or into cover, and they only have 5 seconds left as Valkyrie takes out Rhino. Jay Gibby finding Kresnik as well. Is this as far as they can make it in this round? Overtime beginning to tick down, and SNHU.
They need to touch the point now. Pepto on point.
It's just Prince now on the point. This Baptiste is not very mobile, but Rhino coming in just in time. Will be able to survive a little bit longer, but that sound barrier coming out. Going to force him off as well. Kresnik coming in. Dargo with the Flux catching too. They do a lot of damage, taking out Bookshelf outright. Looking to try and hold this as they just keep getting forced back. Pushed off. from this knockback. This Dragon Arrow coming out is going
Whoa.
to force Thomas off of the cart. This is huge. And taking out that Immortality Field will kill the Baptiste with the Dragon, but Snoop can't get touched, and that's going to be as far as they make it. Thomas College have 3 minutes to make it the same distance.
That was so crazy. I mean, Kresnik was 6% off of a visor there. That would have been the nail in the coffin right there for their defense. But they got 3 minutes to push here, and from last time we saw it, it was not that hard to push this far.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very tough hold for SNHU. I'm curious if they're going to sit there on that high ground or try and hold even further up just because they have so little space to work with.
Yeah, and it's going to be really risky, like working that far up in the map because, as we've seen, it's just so easy to get around and flank on this map. It's such an open battlefield. So,
Krez? Krez on the Bastion? That Krez?
oh, that Chris?
That Krez on the Bastion?
He's on the
Pepto
Bastion?
on the Junkrat? Those are the favorite heroes I see them play all the time.
I love these heroes.
Yeah, I love when I open the stream and I see Kresnik play Bastion.
This is his hero.
This is his hero. They're sneaking forward right
Okay,
now. This is a covert operation. And they're looking to hold right outside of the spawn doors as they run up next to it. This Bastion looking to just lay down the heat right away as they go around the outer edge. They might be ready for the strategy here. Kresnik now out in the open, no shield to protect him. That Immortality Field being forced out. Now looking to just try and get out as fast as possible. As Thomas College are getting contested here. Rhino staying on the cart, but Dargo will find Jay Gibby, taking out a big player there. Kresnik does find Reed, but does go down to Bookshelf. Taking out some of Thomas's front lines here and giving their team a chance to stay in this fight. And a D-Mech the Diva there. They're just holding so close to their spawn right now as Bookshelf just staying at full health. Biso will go down. That Immortality Field as well. Rhino going down. Dargo getting D-Mech'd, about to go down. Thomas College going to be able to push up forward. SNHU are going to try and come in to get contests in time, but it's going to be tough.
Pepto. What's he thinking right now?
He's looking for some tactical stealth right now as he goes in for the touch. Going in, just gets blown up right away. Kresnik going down as well means that it's just these two players left on the cart, and Prince going down. He's going to be a very, very tough hold. Rhino going down as well. Dargo's going to be the only one with touch here. Getting knocked out of his mech, going to pop the bomb, but it's right behind cover. He does take down Reed, who pushed up a little bit too far here, but it's just Kresnik and Pepto coming in on the Doomfist to try and hold, but they're not going to be able to. Neither team undefeated now as Thomas fires back and takes Junkertown. A very nice game coming right out. After losing that Hollywood match, Thomas got mad.
Yeah.
Thomas College got mad. They came swinging out right away and just took this map crazy. A very, very great offense there and a super great defense as well. SNHU just unfortunately, we saw the Bastion, we saw the Junkrat, just not enough to cut it on that spawn door hold.
Yeah, that was a sneaky play from SNHU there. That was kind of exciting. But we love to see those heroes, so
absolutely
they're my favorite.
Yeah, Thomas just seemed like they, maybe we're a little bit ready for that strategy. Knew exactly go around the right side. You just completely throw them out of position there. Very, very nice play from them. Very good adaptation coming out, and just overall, I understand why they're undefeated now after seeing that map, but. Neither team now undefeated. They've both dropped maps, so we're on even ground again. So we're just about to hop into map 4 here. We're taking a short break before we come back on Numbani. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Hello and welcome back to Numbani as we get ready for Game 4. Thomas College coming out of the gate swinging on Junkertown, but SNHU still on set point here. Only need to win one more map to get through this, so this is do or die for Thomas to stay in the game.
Yeah, match point here, a little bit scary, but I feel like this map, I haven't seen Thomas's games, but I assume they know this map well. It's been, I mean, I like this map.
This is a classic.
This is a classic, yeah.
I've seen SNHU on this map, though, and I know that SNHU are very comfortable on this map.
Yeah, they're, oh no. They're running their Echo Mercy, and there's no Pharah or Echo to be seen on Thomas's team.
Thomas has a Reaper, or a Soldier, and that Soldier is going to do good at poking them out of the sky, as well as the Baptiste. They're actually running hit scan this time, where the main issue on Lijiang was that they were running, Roadhog Reapers. They're, two big damage dealers, and didn't really have anyone that could take out those airborne heroes.
We're already seeing Pepto push as far as he can. He's going around for the flank here as Dargo takes the high ground. Up on the other side, they're being pincered from two different angles here right now.
They are all set up together here as they look to break off of the high ground, try and cover a little bit more space. Pepto coming up and over, taking some damage as well as Prince. They try to push him back, but getting out just back, looking for anyone who's a little bit low on health here. As Rhino just gets blown up right away. That immortality field does go down, and so will the Baptiste as Pepto able to pick him out. Jay Gibby is hurt there. But right now, Thomas are being forced back and pushed onto the point. Meaning that SNHU right now able to take a lot of very offensive positions up on higher ground.
Pepto making sure to stay out of sight here when he is not firing just rockets off.
Dargo will get Z-Mech there, and Biso does go down. So does Rhino to Jay Gibby. Going to be a res coming out onto Biso as Raid also finds Dargo. Kresnik taking out the Baptiste on Thomas, just going back and forth. But it looks like SNHU are a little bit worse for wear after this extended team fight. Pepto does find Jay Gibby, just looking for these picks to carry over into this next team fight now. But with Pepto going down, looks like both teams are pretty much going to need to fully reset here. Which means more time is just going to burn down as SNHU just get ready to wait more. We're going to see Rhino switch over to the Wrecking Ball here.
Yeah, Rhino's really good at the Wrecking Ball too. So.
Yeah, and coming out, we're just going to see a lot of displacement here. He's really going to try and fight for this high ground. And then once, they fall back onto the point, just spin to win. Yeah, it is exactly his game plan here. And coming out, Pepto is shredding these tanks with the help of Prince. Has duplication, going to go ahead and pop it. Taking over the Sigma, just looking to get that Flux as fast as possible. A very nice stun right away. Going to be able to catch the Baptiste with the Flux. Jay Gibby will go down to Dargo.
I don't know if you guys remember Tank of the Year.
Dargo with the Diva Bomb ready right behind all of them. Just doing so much damage. A nice double kill there as Raid also goes down to Rhino. And Kresnik coming over, takes down Spoiled Milk. And an execution as they wipe out Thomas College. Going to go ahead and capture this point here. Moving up on forward, they're going to have about 1:20 left on the clock after this. A very nice push.
A little bit of Pepto lore. We don't call him Rockto for nothing.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Going up and over Pepto. Still on the hunt. That Diva Bomb going out. Not going to find too much. Just force him back. Starter gets ready to remech here. So we're mostly looking to regroup as Thomas College try and get forward to try and hold this cart right on the corner. It's Rhino coming up, looking for a big knockup. Going to catch both of the tanks there. SNHU currently cautious of that Earth Shatter, playing very, very scattered. As Rai did just get it. The Bookshelf taking some harassment from Rhino. They're waiting to fire back. Pepto does go down to the Diva, but Kresnik coming through finishes up that kill on Bookshelf. Now looking to catch the rest of the team. Dargo going to reset as Prince picks up Pepto. That Pulse Bomb not going to hit anyone there, but Jay Gibby will find Kresnik. Pepto taking out Raid. Biso taking out Valkyrie. Big frontline picks. And taking out, sleeping that Reaper. Biso saving his team there. And Pepto just pushing up forward. Not able to pick up that kill on the Moira, just vanishing out of sight. But still holding the super forward position. Has the duplication ready. Maybe look for something big here. Maybe look for this Reinhardt clone if possible. Trying to hold up high. As they split now, the tank's going bottom while the tanks or the DPS hold up high. Pepto going to go ahead and pick up this D.Va, pushing in now, just can't be contested as he takes out Bookshelf. Now sending the D.Va bomb in onto the point, not going to find anyone there, but there's a second D.Va. Dargo already beginning to push through. The sound barrier goes out for Thomas College and getting them some extra health here, but Raid will find a double kill as he finds Prince and B, so both supports down for Thomas College. Rhino diving in. Pepto going down. SNHU are going to have to back out, retreat, regroup. They have a minute 45 left on the clock to still work this second point. Plenty of time. Got time for 3 more pushes as they get ready. Building up to a lot of ultimates as well. Thomas College R2, they're close to this Moira ult as well as the D.Va bomb. Earth Shatter soon too. So it's going to be a very, very, very even team fight coming out here soon. Dargo does find a nice early pick on Spoiled Milk. That D.Va bomb goes out, finds Valkyrie. Able to get the remake back up before he goes down, and Kresnik finding Jay Gibby's finding Kresnik to take out some of SNHU's pick power, but Pepto firing right back, taking out that D.Va. As they now look to try and get control of the cart here. Jay Gibby just holding that. I don't think he actually hit that sleep dart, unfortunately, but Kresnik coming back in, almost has a pulse bomb ready, can try and just find someone very quick. He goes in for Jay Gibby, not able to kill him before he teleports away, but Dargo finishes the job. They start to push up here, looking to take out this Lucio. The only thing that's contesting them right now, just burning their clock as the rest of them funnel in. That pulse bomb not finding anything either. As Kresnik tries to duel this Moira here, but Spilled Milk with the ultimate going to be able to take that fight. Big anti-heal grenade going out there, finding 2 of them. As SNHU looks to try and take this fight. Rhino finding both of those kills, but SNHU are very low on health right now as they try and just hold this extended team fight. Thomas College doing a great job at burning so much time. Only 25 seconds left on the clock for SNHU. Rhino trying as hard as possible to disrupt them. Does take out Raid. That's a big shield down for Thomas College, and now they're vulnerable on this cart. And the question is, will they be able to find Valkyrie? They do. They push the cart up, 0.11 meters away from the finish line on this second point. Looking to try and take out these reinforcements. That Rhino with 2 kills on the minefield. Kresnik finding that final kill on the support. They will cross the line. They will get another minute and a half to work with. There's to push up towards the third point.
Yeah, hitting that time reset is really important because we might look at another round 3 here on this push here if Thomas College is able to push it as far as SNHU does. And it looks like both teams here are just really good at offense, so...
Dargo with a bomb ready, sending it through a clone, the Reinhardt clone coming out as well from Pepto. Looking to take this front line as fast and aggressively as possible, building up to that Earth Shatter. Prince and Rhino do go down. Visor coming through and just breaking up a lot. Pepto going to go down before you can get that Earth Shatter out. As now SNHU have to try and back off here. Out of frontline players, they don't have any ultimates to work with here. Just back off. 35 seconds left. They're about halfway to the final point here. This is still a very good push, even if they get, walled off here. This is very far into the map. And that second point really is the hardest one to overcome. So they get ready to move up here. 20 seconds left. They're going to have to make a play very soon. And this is it. This is their last-ditch effort coming through as they push up onto the point. Rhino taking a lot of damage right off the bat, getting healed back up, trying to weather Riot, just pushing up on him. That charge not going to hit anything, but dropping his shield as it gets low. Shield breaking now as he begins to push forward, just duking it out with this other Reinhardt. That Death Blossom coming through. Will find Pepto. Will find the Immortality Field. Bookshelf going to take down Prince as well. Kresnik fires back, taking out Jay Gibby, but that's 2 more picks for Thomas College as they take out both Biso and Rhino. SNHU getting just torn apart on this attack here. Looks like they will go down, not going to have enough time to touch again as they find 2 points and about halfway to this third point there. Made a lot of good distance. And Thomas College now switching over to attack. I think that, we see SNHU push through and get really fast first points. That seems to be something that they're really comfortable doing and something that they really build their compositions around. So whether or not Thomas College are able to get this first point as fast is really going to make the big difference in these rounds.
Yeah, and this first point is a really hard point to defend here. there's just so many angles that you can like come in flanking, especially if you have Echo or Farah on your team like SNHU did. We're gonna see what Thomas has up their sleeve here on this push here, but I am definitely excited. They might be baiting us, but I see a Genji right now.
I hope they're not baiting us. I hope they're not. We've seen
There he
Thomas play
is.
some very unorthodox picks, so if we see the Genji come out, that'd be exciting. But you know what else I'm excited to see?
What?
More Kresnik on Ashe.
Oh yeah.
It's always so clean to see Kresnik on Ashe. This is seriously just applies so much pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, she or Ash, the character, just denies so much space, and you know, you get too closer, you're dead, or you're pushed off, or probably off the ledge, you know. But Ash's bomb is just so good at just dealing constant DPS. So
Let's Thomas go ahead and get started off on their attacking side. It looks like it's not a bait. This Genji is for real. Bookshelf starting to come in with this. Let's see how well they do, because SNHU do have Rhino. This Winston going to be real good at just countering this Genji if he gets the chance to, but diving in now, they're send a SNHU right off the high ground as Prince and Biso go down super fast. Kresnik going down as well. Dargo out of position, just getting mauled by all of Thomas as they push through now, looking to get Rhino. This is a super fast push.
they just actually obliterated high ground there.
That was a super coordinated take on the high ground. Just pushed them all off and just executed them.
Giving them 5 minutes and 40 seconds to push here to the second point where SNHU did, or a little bit further.
Yeah, this is a super nice play so far from Thomas. And this Genji is really helping this dive composition, I think. Definitely gives it a little bit more style. And now coming through here, they're just looking to poke through onto this high ground, do as much damage as possible, stop them from pushing through, while Thomas College's backline just continues to push the cart back up. Valkyrie will find a kill on Pepto. That Lucio taking him out, taking out the Tracer. As now, just look, so you see Thomas are starting to get a little bit closer, and they need to get to the point where they have to team fight here. And we see them execute on the high ground right away as Raid finds Kresnik. And now, Bookshelf taking a lot of damage with the Dragon Blade out, almost dead, but Rhino diving in deep to confirm that kill as he now starts to shock the backline coming out here. Valkyrie and Moira here, Spoiled Milk, going to be able to heal each other up. Biso will find Raid, while Rhino just continues to contest the cart for as long as possible as team try and hold the high ground.
Yeah, Rhino did a really good job of just delaying the backline there, kind of pushing them off the point, make sure they're not getting picked, but Pepto is going to get pulled off the point by Spoiled Milk.
Well, this could be a big deadeye if they don't have anyone coming through. Bookshelf trying to force him out of it will go down. Force him to commit that one shot only to him, though. Diva will take down Kresnik here, as Thomas College are all over the cart right now. Prince trying to just hold this front line as long as possible. Dargo will find a pick on Valkyrie, taking out Thomas's support as the tanks come in now. Getting to try and pick these off, but Jay Gibby is just so good at staying alive. He does not die, and this Diva Bomb coming out. Not going to catch Jay Gibby, but will force the rest of his team back, but he does take out Rhino. He's just shredding tanks up there right now. It's Pepto trying as hard as he can to just apply pressure on this contest. As Thomas start to push forward, they still have 3.5 minutes left on the clock. That is so much time.
If Dargo can get his remake here.
This is a super long hold on the second point here, and that Diva's going to find 2 kills, taking out both Dargo and Kresnik, but SNHU are still on this point here. Rhino and Prince holding fast, but Prince is going to go down now. It's just Rhino, and the team converges on him, takes them out, and Thomas are going to get this second point here. They now have 4.5 minutes to push this cart all the way.
Yeah, Dargo spent so much time DMAC there. I feel like they wanted him to be DMAC there, just staggering him at the end. He could have been back to the point. But they're going to have a really solid push halfway up to here before SNHU is able to contest in a pretty unfavorable situation, I'd say.
Yeah, they are almost right up to the point already. They have 4 minutes left and 9 meters to go. That Diva Bomb being sent back. We're going to see Pepto switch over to the Mei, but the Dragon Blade coming out could make quick work of this front line here. Rhino going to go down to the Diva. That Dragon Blade not going to find too much. It's going to do a lot of passive damage to the team, chipping them down as they trying to fight this. That Winston will go down. Raid falls. But the rest of that sound barrier going out, going to give some extra shields to Thomas College, make them survive this team fight even more. Diva wraps back around top. Jay Gibby goes down to Kresnik and Pepto together. They have to push forward, starting to push back against this wave. Diva goes down as well, and SNHU successfully repelled this push. Now 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. This is tower defense.
They've finally lost time. They started with 3 minutes, 30 seconds. They are now below the time that they started with.
We're seeing a swap here. We're seeing Bookshelf swap over to the Junkrat. Just looking to put as many explosions as possible in that tiny corridor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really, really tight corner that they're holding here.
Actually, a double switch, seeing him switch over to the Mei, just like Pepto here. Dargo holding up on this high ground here, has the Diva Bomb ready, could potentially zone them out super hard here, forcing them to drop down into the Blizzard. They take out Raid, a big frontline pick. That Diva about to go down as well. The Diva Bomb finding that kill right as the mech goes down. The Mei dying as well. SNHU hold once again with a very nice defense. Now 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, nice defense there. Just, buying them a little bit more time, and they're just so close to their spawn here. It doesn't really matter if one of them gets picked during that fight. They can just easily make it back here. We're looking at a Death Blossom from Kresnik ready, as well as a Nano Boost. Probably going on Reinhardt right now as Rhino engages.
That Diva Bomb going on the backline, not going to find anyone. Rhino does go down in the Nano Boost. That Death Blossom only going to find Valkyrie as Jay Gibby trades out Kresnik. And now Thomas are in a great position to push this cart the rest of the way up. The only person left to contest is Baby Diva here. Able to remake, though. Biso coming through with the the grenade, able to get take down Raid.
Blizzard
comes
coming out
through from Bookshelf, just freezing those left on point. Rhino is slowed so much and taking so much damage, falls back enough to get healed. As that sleep dart does hit Wrecking Ball there.
They are hurting though.
Able to take down Mei, takes down the Lucio as well, forcing Thomas College back. They take down the Wrecking Ball.
They took so much time from them just touching point.
A minute and 20 seconds left.
They were so focused on offense, they forgot to heal up.
This is do or die for Thomas College. There is a minute on the clock.
Just holding on by the skin of their teeth there. That was crazy, SNHU. Will they be able to hold this last push here?
Forward, they're going to pop the Earth Shatter. They're not going to hit anyone, but we have a Nano Boost coming out onto Rhino, looking to buff up that front line again. A big Earth Shatter there, but that Immortality Field's in the way. Kresnik going in for the flank. Rhino will go down as the rest of SNHU push forward there. Raid dead. Going to be front line down for both teams. Death Blossom coming out from... Actually, never mind. No Death Blossom there. As it comes out now from Jay Gibby, he's going to find Dargo as Thomas continues to just wipe down one by one. Prince and Kresnik going down. But Pepto holding on. Cargo takes him out. And Biso getting taken down from a distance as well. Rhino charging in. That Baptiste window coming up, though. Going to make short work of him as the sound barrier also comes out. Thomas push it all the way. And they are going to take this map as well.
That's going to make it 2-2 here.
Looking at those first two maps, I was feeling so confident, right? With SNHU, I was like, map 3, we going to Junkertown. This is quick, right? But then Thomas come out, they hit hard. They take Junkertown hard. SNHU comes out on Numbani. I'm like, I've seen them play this map before. I know they can do this. They come out on the attacking side. I'm like, that was pretty good. And then Thomas come out of the gates again, and they just hit hard again.
That was so cool with the Genji play there.
Yeah.
They just dove the back line and took them all out. It was so quick and unexpected. I mean, the Genji pick, we saw it from the start. We were watching them in spawn. We were like, are they trolling us?
I am so glad that was a real Genji pick, and they held it down all the way to the third point. Yeah. Because that was a super fun match to watch, and it was super close,
It was so close.
So going into map 5 here, going into Busan, I'm on the edge of my seat. This is going to be super close. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready for map 5, the final map here, the tiebreaker. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Busan as we get into map 5. It's now 2-2. Both these teams going into the set undefeated. Hadn't dropped a single map in their run so far. But
Dropping 2 each tonight.
yeah, they're both going down 2 each. So now it becomes the question of who's going to drop the third, right? Which undefeated team is going to go down and drop the third map here, because this is big. This is down to the wire. Thomas College waking up, coming back, hitting hard, and just they're back in the game. It's like they've always been here. You know?
They've always been here.
Don't call it a comeback,
Don't call it a comeback.
because this is 2-2. This is tied up as we get ready for this.
I'm still speechless over the last map. How they held that just by touching the point a couple times at the end there until 50 seconds. That was crazy.
Coming through, SNHU gonna have that teleporter get up for. Looks like Thomas might have done the same thing as they get there at the same time, but Rhino knocking the Diva off the top, taking out Bookshelf as well, and good pick early on, and now just coming in to do even more damage.
He's always there first.
Gonna DMEC cargo tokens there. As they get ready to try, the point about to unlock soon as they have to skirmish on the sides. Pepto looking to harass as much as possible. Looking for this Diva that's DMEC. Pepto will find her, taking her down as SNHU start to build up some percentage on this point. Start to get progress towards capture here. Looking for Raid, the last player on this point. They get him from all angles, take him down. SNHU have first control of the point. They're going to start building up some percentage here.
Yeah, their first strike here is, proven really, really advantageous for their position right now. Pepto's looking at their backline. Rhino is, always disrupting them. He's causing mayhem everywhere he's going. It looks like he's setting up for something here. Might coordinate with Pepto to get some kind of pick.
Bookshelf switched back to the Genji now, and Rhino coming through trying to knock them all up, but they're hopping over to the other high ground here as they go for the dive. They take down Biso, and one trick goes down as well, the Brigida for SNHU. As Thomas
Big
is just
knock-up.
swarming the point. That was a huge knock-up here, but Kresnik not in position to really capitalize off of it as Thomas get control. SNHU need to regroup now, looking to reset as fast as possible. After a super fast push from Thomas, I'm noticing the moment they switch to Genji, they are super confident in their dive. And Genji really gives their dive so much power to execute.
Yeah, Genji looks like to be one of their pocket picks, and they're, executing it flawlessly right now.
Thomas College holding right up here on this high ground, forcing SNHU to push through them to get to the point. Rhino coming through to disrupt them as a minefield ready. Be a good opportunity to pop it soon. He's going to send them out. Popping out the guns, looking to do some damage. Takes out Valkyrie with the mines and now going to disrupt the tanks on the run. Kresnik on the flank with the visor. Takes down Jay Gibby, a huge pick. They start to move in to convert onto the point. Biso popping the Discord Orb on the Moira. Bookshelf will take down Pepto. A flank v flank pick, but Biso finally landing that kill on the Moira. And Raid going down as well. The Diva goes down. Kresnik finds Valkyrie and one trick takes down Bookshelf. Looks like SNHU are going to get control of this point. Start building back up as Thomas College get ready for their next push here. They're building up a lot of ultimates at the same time, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're so close to almost 4 ultimates here. Looking at their next push, this could be really scary for SNHU.
SNHU do have a Transcendence coming up, so they can try and weather the storm a bit. Pepto with the Pulse Bomb, not going to find anything. Bookshelf going in, has a Dragon Blade ready if need be. Going to pop it out, going in on the entire backline. Transcendence getting sent out at the same time. Going to try and mitigate this damage. You see Thomas popping all their ults as the Primal Rage, the Diva Bomb. Jay Gibby will find Biso, but Pepto takes down the Diva. Dargo now looking to avoid getting targeted by this Tank Buster. Jay Gibby coming through, but SNHU just picking them off one by one all at the same time to take them out.
Wait, they lived? How did they live that storm?
That's a lot of ultimates coming out here, but SNHU just scattered. They knew not to all stack up together or stack up one of the Transcendents and then just swarm out.
Yeah.
Super good positioning there to be able to survive 3 ultimates coming out, 3 very offensive ultimates, the Diva Bomb, Primal Rage, and Blade coming out. But now Thomas gets their next push ready, and that defense matrix is really going to disrupt that Death Blossom there. That bomb not in a super great position, not finding too much there, but Kresnik getting 2 quick kills. Pepto finding Bookshelf as well. That's like all of Thomas's damage down as Valkyrie goes down as well. Only tanks left, and that Diva falling means that SNHU are going to take round 1 on Busan.
Yeah, those are, I mean, it doesn't look that close. They got 56%, but that was a very close map there. I feel like SNHU was like on the brink of death there, right, as they popped 4 ultimates on them. I don't even know how they lived that. It was just utter mayhem there. But this map, or this part of the map we're going into right now, notoriously, we've seen SNHU do really good on. So.
Especially the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
This is a map where Wrecking Ball can really just spin to win on the point.
Right.
But this here, this is set point. You know, if Thomas College go down here, if SNHU take this map, that's it.
Yeah. This is match point here, or round point. Wait.
Engage over here on the side. But SNHU on the opposite end over is going to poke at each other. Bookshelf takes down Crescent's turret right away, but a big knock up there coming in from Rhino. He takes a lot of damage though and goes down.
They focus him so hard there.
That's a big early pick now as Pepto trying to harass him, going to be forced to back off without his tanks there to help him, and Pepto goes down. Thomas College are going to get first grabs on the point as SNHU will be forced to back up now. Jay Gibby playing so forward will go down. Be punished for overextending there, but Bookshelf trading right back, taking down Kresnik. As SNHU just have to wait till they get back up to full strength before they can really push in. Getting zoned out very hard right now.
Kresnik switching to the Soldier.
I like the Soldier pick as opposed to the Torbjorn, trying to get a lot more just work done out there.
Yeah, I've seen him on a Soldier or a Sombra on this map usually.
Not going to rely on that turret to do too much damage as Rhino just going in disrupting them so much. Dargo back just waiting to heal up, but Pepto finding a pick on Bookshelf. Going to be a huge opportunity for SNHU here to change the tides of this match. They push up here, contesting the point. Dargo getting up top. No ultimates really to speak of quite yet. Biso has Transcendence, and he is going to pop it to get that big healing out, but so will Spoiled Milk popping their ultimate. These are the 2 ultimates that both teams have here. Pepto going down right before he can get the Pulse Bomb out. And now Thomas College have a sound barrier ready. Rhino with the minefield, probably not going to pop it just yet. He is. He's going to drop it right on there. Probably going to see sound barrier come out soon. There it is. A huge shield for the entirety of Thomas College, hitting every single one of them. Pepto starting to come in. Has the Pulse Bomb now. Going to drop it in. A very nice stick. Takes down 2. Taking on Valkyrie as well. Going in. Just Bookshelf for extra credit there. He starts to clean up the remaining players on point. There's not too many players with them, though. He is getting chipped down by these fights. A huge Pulse Bomb, but nothing to really get for it. As Thomas College now sitting comfy at 90% to 0. This is SNHU's last push to try and get in here.
They might take it to round 3 here. Overtime.
Rhino and Dargo going in, just scrapping on the front line now. Kresnik taking down Jay Gibby, a big pick. You see the Diva Bomb come out there from Dargo, force them to the other side of the hill. Deadeye from Bookshelf. Going to be able to find Rhino, but 2 more picks from SNHU to keep that advantage coming up. Moira Laser coming out, will demech Dargo as Raid is in there swinging the hammer. Pepto finds Bookshelf and Raid with the Pulse Bomb. Only 2 players left on the point for Thomas College as they both go down. SNHU are going to get control and start building up some percentage. It is now 99% to 2. This is a big comeback for SNHU. If they can start building this up, they've got a long way to go, but it seems like, you know, if they can get really entrenched on this point like Thomas did, this could be really good for them.
Right, it looks like they're going to take this kind of almost high ground point. Kresnik just, distancing himself from the team. Looks like he's going to look for an optimal position to pop his visor in.
Pepto just looking to build some percentage here. Goes down right away. Bookshelf taking him out. Kresnik now popping that visor up, going on the flank here. That shield angled around to face his direction. He's not going to get too much value out of that visor as they back up. Viso does have the Transcendence ready if need be, but Dargo goes down before that Transcendence can heal him back up, and he's looking to try and keep Rhino and One Trick alive right now. They're getting pushed back. Viso will find Jay Gibby. Now pushing forward. Big sound barrier coming out from Thomas College. Going to hit the entire team there as One Trick coming in, just trying to scatter them about. Pepto with a pulse bomb ready, looking to try and get a stick, but not able to find it. Rhino with the mines will take down Spoiled Milk in the middle of that laser. This is a big contest here. This is all that SNHU have got right now to just hold on. And Pepto's taking a lot of damage right now. Going to be able to recall some of that health back, but
Bookshelf's so low.
Dargo. Bookshelf goes down. Dargo takes him out, and that Diva Bomb coming out. Right, going to have to pop his shield there, but he will find Valkyrie. SNHU are up to 70, or actually Thomas College getting control of the point once again. Are in overtime. SNHU need to try and reestablish control, and they do. They're up to 75%. Thomas got control of the point, and SNHU just took it back, ripped it out of their hands. They're up to 80% now. This is the final team fight coming out here. This is set point. If SNHU can hold on to it, it is over.
We're looking at almost 3 ults here to 2 ults.
Pepto with a big pulse bomb. Finds Spoiled Milk. A support down for Thomas College. Going to hurt them so much in this push, but it's all they have. Kresnik taking out that demecking the Diva coming out there. That's putting damage down onto the point. Pepto finding Bookshelf. Bookshelf will take down Rhino in the process, but Jay Gibby is so low and taking out Valkyrie as well. There's no more healing left as they're waiting for Spoiled Milk to get back. Just now arriving. That Diva getting demeched again. That Diva bomb coming out.
Time.
He finds 2. He takes down Pepto and Biso, but One Trick finds 2. Kills right back, and the timer runs out. SNHU take it. Taking map 5. Bringing the final score 3-2. SNHU hold on. They're not letting the reverse sweep happen now. They pull through, and they take it. An amazing set from both sides there. GG's to Thomas College.
Yeah, what a good game from Thomas College there. And SNHU, they did so good. Those last 2 maps that they played, they just bit back, and they bit hard. They fought so hard.
Absolutely. You know, they got their teeth in there and just would not let go. They took 2 maps right away, but SNHU were able to rally back up on that final map and take it back. An amazing set coming out. A good way to end off this Thursday night, I think.
Yeah, very good.
That is going to be all for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for anyone who came out into the arena tonight. Appreciate the viewership as always. If you want to see more from us, check out our socials. You'll be able to find all of our any sort of schedules or match updates, as well as clips from the stream there. Anything big happens there, or anything big happens here, you'll find it there for sure. And another big thing that's happening there is our Smash Bros. Ultimate Doubles Tournament happening on Saturday. That's the 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. If you are a SNHU student, feel free to sign up. You win some gift cards in the process. If you get a little bit lucky, get up through the bracket, play well, just a little bit of a reward to get you in there. Should be very exciting. Should be a lot of energy in the arena for that. So go check out our Twitter for more details on that. But once again, that's all for us. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Drive safe.
Have a good one.